Welcome back, guys, to episode number 36 of Pantheon. My name is Zisteau. I will be your host on this journey through this magical world of monster slaying. Alright, so last time, very briefly, we did a little bit of a beautification on intersection 5. It looks really nice. I'm quite pleased with it, and I mentioned at the end that I thought the floor was quite flat, and we had some more stuff to add. Well, guess what? Off camera, I added this, a little enchanted area that solves both of those problems. One of the things we didn't have, enchanting. Hello, here's my face. It's pretty close up, isn't it? And it's also sort of carved up the floor so that the entire area wasn't quite so flat, and even just having this little bit of carvedness in the corner over here, it just really helps. But we are not done. I want to have a little brewing area. So I've got some brewing stands there, and we are going to go get some water. We're going to have it pour down into here. Now, I kind of mistakenly thought that it didn't have to be a source block to fill up water bottles. I don't have any water bottles on me. After having tried it out on some water up here in intersection 5, I realized if that was ever the case, it's not the case anymore. So let's head up here where the water is. I still want to have the little waterfall because I think having some water pouring down through here might be pretty cool. But I don't know how functional it's going to be. And I was up here, and here's the water that's in intersection 5, one of the waters. And I was digging down to drop that water into that hole I showed you. And I found something. I found something which I don't know if this is a secret. Like, you're not supposed to find this except for... Oh, it looks like there is a path. I was going to say, is this just added just randomly, or would you dig through here? Do I have a shovel? No. Okay, so while we're doing this kind of stuff, I should tell you about stuff. So, there was gravel in the wall. You guys in the comments were saying, hey, there's gravel in the wall. That's suspicious, and I totally forgot about that. And looks like it leads to this chest. Well, that's good. I found it. Found it. Totally intentional. All right, let's put a torch down. Explosions in the sky. Ooh, a knockback 10 item. But it's a piece of TNT. Possibly primed. Where's this? This is knockback 5. Wow, upgrade. But it is a block, so if you click wrong... As long as you're always left-clicking, but if I accidentally right-click it, I'm going to place it. Aha. Interesting. Okay, so let's grab this. There hasn't been an episode of Pantheon for a few days. There hasn't been an episode of anything for a few days. And let me go over why that is, what's been going on while we're doing this kind of stuff. Basically, let's see, we want the water to come down here. I did a massive update on my computer. I think I want to go down there. So we're just going to do this, and we're just going to dig straight down. Yeah. Okay, there's that. I did a massive update on my computer. So that was step 1. That took a few days. I replaced my motherboard, my processor, my graphics card, and my RAM. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Massive upgrade. So I went from using a GTX 780 to a GTX 980. I went from a 44XXX something processor to a 5XXX. Actually, if I hit F3, we can see the exact numbers. I'm using an i7 5820K CPU. It's currently at 3.3 gigahertz. I haven't overclocked it yet. I'll probably overclock it to like 4 gigahertz. Nothing crazy. But then you can see right beneath that, I've got a GeForce GTX 980, which is pretty cool, pretty awesome. I don't know how much that's going to help in Minecraft, but it should definitely help for things like Grand Theft Auto 5 and other very graphically dependent videos. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, and now I've got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. I don't know how useful that's going to be for Minecraft. Now I'm allocating 8 gigabytes. I used to allocate 4 gigabytes. That's not necessarily for Minecraft stuff. That's just for general stuff. The RAM in particular is for editing and multitasking in general, not necessarily just for gaming. If I was only going to be gaming, I wouldn't have that much. But since I need all the things, we're going to do all the things. I'm going to have all the things. Let me put this stuff away. Then I want to head into one of these areas. So that's step one. I totally started over, reinstalled Windows on a fresh drive, all that kind of stuff. Had to install all the programs over again. That looks nice. I don't think we can fill up bottles from that. We'll do some more with that later. Today, we're going to be heading into Miners Only Rule. So, had to set up Windows on a new thing, on a new drive, fresh install. Then you have to install all the programs, and it seems like it just takes forever. Windows got to upgrade, or it's got to download all the updates. Let's see, Potion of Night Vision, 600 minutes. Let's take a look in here. Okay, we've got a lot of lava in the bottom. Gas spawners. That is a fish spawner. There's some kind of loot there. It looks like we come to a... I see something way in the background there. But it looks like we can go to the left or the right. So you got to install everything again. You got to install your like motherboard drivers and your graphics card drivers. And it seems like it's just a never-ending list of things I've got to install. Every time I like think I'm finished installing new stuff, I remember, oh yeah, I forgot to install Adobe Premiere. So I got to do that. And then I realize, oh crap, I forgot to back up my fonts. Which may not seem like a big deal, but for someone who is basically I spend a lot of time editing video for my livelihood. That's kind of a big deal. So I forgot to back up my fonts. It's in normal mode, right? Yeah, difficulty normal. Okay. I guess just none of them spawn for some weird reason. I guess we'll go get this loot and that loot. Yep. And then head over there. Gas spawners should be tricky. Maybe we should bypass them to get to that loot. Yeah, let's bypass them first and then take them out after we see what that loot is. I'm not worried about the night vision just yet, because it's not really dark here. The font thing was not really that big of a deal, because basically I just went to the two websites I really use for this stuff. Oh, what is that? Skeletons. Okay, that's bad. Let's get out of range of that spawner. I went to the two fonts I use, and I just downloaded the ones I'm using right now for the series I'm making. Basically, this Pantheon and my single-player series. So it was like, that took like 30 minutes or something. But it's just one extra thing I got to do. And that series of events is just like one thing after the other. And man, it just seems like it takes forever to get back up and running. And then what happened next? Well, my audio interface crapped out on me. Let's back up. I don't know. Okay, fire resistance. I thought that might happen. Okay. So, my audio interface, if you don't know what an audio interface is, it is the thing that takes the sound from my microphone, which is an XLR microphone, not digital, that's an analog signal, and it translates it into a USB signal. So it converts it into something my computer can understand, right? Oh, this water all over, or not water, but the fire effects are so annoying. So it finally crapped out, it broke or whatever. I wonder if they have knockback, although they probably don't need it. Where were we going? There. But there's a spawner in our way. So my audio interface... Yush! Oh, okay. Get all those. Get out of here. You're dead. I'm withered. Okay. Let's get in the hole. We should be safe in the hole. It crapped out on me. It's barely working. And I've ordered a new one, but it means that basically I can't stream. And this video may be weird. It sort of just breaks at random times, and I can't really predict why or when. So if the video kind of cuts out and then I have to come back, I'll try to explain what's going on. Miner's Companion. Ooh, okay. Hi. You are spawning from there. As long as my back isn't... If I come at this thing straight on and my back is not to... like a hole in the ground, I should be all right. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, as long as I have fire resistance, I think the level of my armor is strong enough. That's lava right there. I'll just leave the chest. Let's see what else is back here while we're over here. Lots of, I almost called it netherrack. No, nether wart. Lots of nether wart. And I only brought the one potion, so we've got 6 minutes left. Need to keep an eye on that. So I've ordered a new thing to make sure my stuff works. But that's why there haven't been as many videos, and there won't be any streams until I get that new interface in. Because I just don't want to... I don't think that would be a very good experience, to just constantly having technical problems. While I'm trying to stream, I would prefer to provide a better experience than that. Okay, let's go this way. Let's look around for spawners. So I'm going to be monitoring while I'm recording right now. I can actually see the little... I've got the little mixer thing open on my computer, so I can see the volume going up and down, so I know the microphone is working. And if that stops moving, I know that it broke again. And I will have to do something about that and stop and start recording again once it's working. So videos might be a bit sporadic, but that's actually not the worst thing in the world, because I have a ton of editing to do on a certain montage video for Zisteau Plays Minecraft number 30. You know what would be a nice trick is if at a certain point this turns into void space. You get used to running around with fire resist potions. Might make you feel a little bit more confident than you should be. Actually, let's leave that. Okay, let's jump in here. Okay, break them. Deal with them later. Good. Good. Die. You're dead. We did it. We won. Okay, let's eat a carrot as a reward. That looked like pixel art right there. That looked like part of a face obscured behind a wall. I was like, ooh, that's weird. But it wasn't. Okay, hazard suit. I also haven't looked at those tools I picked up from the other. Ooh. Blast protection, fire protection. That's interesting. I may wear one of these. Let's see. Do they all have blast protection? Blast protection 3, huh? It's not awesome. It's at least useful for this area. We've got 4 minutes left. My armor's doing fine. Oh yeah, I picked up some tools, didn't I? Sharpness 3 sword. That's kind of worthless. Knockback 3, sharpness 3 pickaxe. That's pretty worthless too. Okay, so more worthless loot. That's fine. I guess I just shouldn't expect loot in this game. Let's see. Alright, so we took out those two. It looks like we kind of have to keep going straight through, which means we're going to have to take care of some ghast spawners. So let's make our way back to the main path or whatever. Now that we've got this sideways loot. Sideways? You know, the side loot. Side passage loot. There is a spawner right underneath us, which we might want to take out. Actually, I think I would prefer the bridge to be a little bit more repaired before we do that. All right, let's just do it. Hey-oh! Oh, and now that's going. Let's kill him quickly before it spawns more. This is kind of risky, but not as risky as you might think when you remember that I've got fire resist on and feather falling out the wazoo. So this is actually not the worst thing in the world to do it this way. Please don't fall on my head. Okay, we made it. Now that one's going. Okay, let's get out of range of him. And you're dead. One shot, one kill. Ooh, there's stuff way up there. All right, let's build the bridge back to there. I think we're doing okay. Ooh, crap. We were doing okay. How much fire resistance time do I have left? Let's get out of the fire and look. 148. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this bridge up. Check to make sure all the audio issues are going fine, like there's nothing is broken yet, even though I can see it. I want to just double check and load it into Adobe Premiere just to make sure everything's fine. And take all this loot we found back whence we came. Then we'll continue exploring this area. Okay, good. Before I leave, we got 117 left. Ooh, careful. Don't be running and jumping on here. I need more blocks as well. This is going to be a block-intensive area. Look at that. There's stuff up there. Interesting. And I think we're going to have to do it this way. Yeah, I just want to do it right now. Ooh, there's a spawner right down there. That's going to spawn skeletons. So you're bridging out to take out the gas spawner. Skeletons spawn, knock you off into the lava, and you die. Okay, this is a clever little area. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to run back, deposit all this random stuff, check to make sure the footage is okay, come back resupplied with another fire resist potion, and we'll probably use this thing, potion of night vision, and we'll resume. Alright, the footage seems to be okay for now. Let's just keep an eye on it. Let's dive back in, and let's use one of these night vision potions that's going to give us 600 minutes of night vision. Let's see if this makes this area a little bit easier to... Oh my god. I don't know if that's better or not, but we've got that for 600 minutes. Ooh, I might live to regret that. It adds so much haziness. I'm not sure if that's better. Tell you what, let's try something real quick. If I go to options and video settings, what if I change the render distance? Will that change the way that fog looks? What if it... Let's go to 15. No. Nope. Okay, I was kind of hoping that might happen, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Let's just try 9. Let's try the opposite. That's worse. Oh. Okay, let's try 20. Real quick, if this doesn't help, this will probably increase my lag. I don't think that's noticeably better, though. All right, let's go back to where it was. The default is 12, and that's just fine. We'll just have to deal with a little red haze for now. I'm not sure I really like that any better, though. I don't think it really helps visibility. Let's get our fire resistance going, and we're basically going to be doing the same thing, exploring this place piece by piece. Looks like there's stuff up here, at least somewhere. Like, I'm not sure if this is stuff we should be exploring. That might be spawners up there. I did see a gas spawner way up there. All right, so next thing I want to do, I want to take out that spawner. And then there's a skeleton spawner underneath there. So that's why I want to come at this from this side. So only one is activated at a time, if we can manage that. Let's see what we can do. We're just going to have to dismantle this place piece by piece. I mean, if I knew exactly where I was going... Well, we haven't triggered it yet. If I knew exactly where I was going, we could probably just do like a blitzkrieg run. Okay, he's dead. If they manage to spawn, I think we can probably just do that kind of thing. And just shoot them each time. Okay, he's dead. So there's a spawner. Oh, I was thinking about this one. Yeah, there's a spawner underneath right where that platform is. This does not help the visibility at all. Yeah, this doesn't help at all. All right. So let's head back. Oops, let's head back to the path. And we will see if we can take out a few more spawners. This may be slow going. If I start to feel a bit more confident in the enemies, like we're still sort of feeling out the area. So if I start to feel like maybe, this is kind of, I can survive all this stuff. I've got fire resist, good armor, and I've got feather falling. Maybe we'll start to be a bit gung-ho. I'm looking for that other spawner. And I want to look for it before they start spinning. There it is, right there. That's the one I'm looking for. So I think what we do is we jump down here. We run along there, get that one, and then try to get that one. And I think that should be good. Maybe these ones on the sides we don't need to worry about as long as we go straight through. Yeah, okay, here we go. Skeleton, you're dead. Suck it. Okay, over here. Maybe ladders actually on my bar instead of knockback. Maybe ladders are the way to go. Whoa, just barely made it. You're dead. Ooh, okay, that's bad. Let's try to get line of sight on them and not get knocked off of here. Okay, Gonskis. Let's kill them. We got to get over there. Ooh, there's a few spawners. All right, gung-ho. Let's do it. Whoa, shoot. That's a gap. Mind that gap. Get it. Whoa, oh, all right. Oh, no, I fell. That's all right. That's all right. Didn't take much damage. Yeah, I think the ladder's on the bar. I think that's the play. I think that's the move we're going for. To get up and down quickly, to get up to these spawners quickly. I think that's going to be more useful. Can't see anything because all this huge fire particles in the way. Okay, let's get over here and let's test our theory. Did I get it? Nope. Oh, I did get it. All right, where's the ghast? You're dead. Okay, not so bad. Let's recover the ladders. Did we get all the spawners? I thought I saw a putty-tad. No, I thought I saw 2 spawners. I guess I took them all out in my mad dash. It was all a blur. Interesting. Okay, there's probably more silverfish. There's a tree. Okay. So let's go back to the path and continue the path. We cleared out some spawners. Not so bad. Fell into the lava, but who cares if you got fire resist, right? If you try to go through this area without fire resist, that's not a good strategy. That's probably a bad strategy. Don't use that strategy. Okay, where should I put up ladders? Just right here, I guess. I've got 44. Now that's kind of useful that there's a tree there because I am a bit low on wood. I use ladders a lot in these maps. There must be a gas somewhere for him to be hearing that noise. Ooh, that's diamond ore. Yeah. All right, we are headed straight for that, which means there's probably a trap. Let's keep an eye out for spawners on the ground. 3 minutes of fire resistance. Yeah, 3 minutes left, and then we got to we have to head back for another potion. It's a good way just to sort of gauge the amount of time you've been spending in an area, I guess. Potion length. Those are going to be silverfish, so we'll take those out the way we did before. Just sort of build up to them and take them out. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can do this quickly and painlessly. Done? Good. Okay, that wasn't so tough. Diamond ore, and there's a gas spawner. Oh, those are iron blocks, too. I kind of wish this potion would go away. I do, you know what? When we're done with this episode, there is, I've got a bucket of milk I could use. And this pick does not have fortune on it. Yeah, we need fortune. There's diamond down there as well. We need fortune. Okay, so let's just build this path in a bit. My fire resist is gonna wear out. Let's see how close we can get to this gas spawner before it runs out. And then I'll come back with a fortune pick. You know what we may do for this episode? We may make the diamond block and take it back. Ooh, blaze spawners as well. You're dead. Ooh, yeah, they're always going to take 2 arrows, and I do not want to anger our piggy brethren. So it's pretty likely we're going to get knocked off right here. I just want to have the bridge ready and maybe take out the spawners. Hi. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. No, no, no. Okay, we're fine. Repair the holes. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, 1 minute of fire resist. I have the path to rush up and break the spawners. Let me go get a fortune pick. And, ooh, I guess it's got to be a diamond one, doesn't? No, no, it's just got to be iron. Yeah, let me go get a pick, and I'll be right back. Another potion, too. All right, here we go. Let's get that diamond ore, and let's get the heck out of here. Let's get rid of this potion effect. Let's see what the difference is. So right now, I can see right to that red, impenetrable wall of red fog is. Ah. Okay, maybe that was actually better, because, yeah, this isn't any better. Options, video settings, brightness to bright. Okay, that wasn't any better. Maybe we will use that in the future. I guess it is better. Okay, let's put some fire resist on. We don't really need the vision now. Actually, I want the knockback right now, not the ladders. We don't need the vision right now because we know exactly where we're going. We got to get to this little hanging pillar, kill the spawners, fortune up all the loots, and then get the heck out of here. Make a blocky block. Zoops. Thank you. Whoa, what's this? Ooh, oh, there's lava in the way. Oh, that's clever. Okay, I don't care about the ore. I just want to break this Thank you. Okay, is there any more? I'm on fire, but that's all right. We've got the fire resist. Let's just sort of build around. Whoa, something spawned. Run away. Just run away and hit it with the bow from farther away. The fire particles are very distracting. Okay, he's dead. Huh. One shot. Usually takes two. Okay, so I'm wondering if there is a spawner left. I was trying to dig around the edge. There might be one. Yeah, there's. Oh, it's up there. Okay. It's up there. Ladders. No, that's a bad idea. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna try to circumvent where they are to get around to the spawner, which is like up here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Gotcha. Oh, God. It's fine. Okay, ender pearl time. Whoa, what happened there? What'd I hit? It doesn't matter. Okay, just get out of here. That's the important thing. Get out, reset the situation, and then come back. Okay, fire particles everywhere. Whoa, whoa. Kill it. Okay, health. Health would be nice. All right, not a big deal. Let's just go straight up. Let's go straight for where we need to go. Let's see, any other spawners along the ground I missed? I think that's it for now. And later, if I fall down again, I can add a ladder to that pillar, I guess. Okay, so I think that's all the spawners now. So we should be able to kill these guys very carefully, making sure that there's no pigment in that line of fire. And then we should be free to collect our loots, make a block, and then take it back to the monument in ... profit. Okay, let's look around here. I don't see any more. Okay, lovely. Okay, let's get up here to the top. Whoa, lava. Achievement, get diamonds. Fortune 3. Let's just, whoa, gosh, lava. That's no good. Trying to troll me? I've got the fire resist. I'm more worried about losing the diamonds getting burnt up. Okay. We'll start at the top and make our way down. Good. Get rid of the lava. And then I guess just break our way down. How many do we have so far? 3. Okay. Come on, Fortune. You can do better than that. Okay, we've already done this. Oh, I guess maybe there was just one source way up at the top. Whoa. Okay. Go away. Looks like we broke it. So it should be fine. Lovely. And I don't mind taking the iron blocks either. And you know what this means? Once we get enough diamond, we get to finally start using diamond stuff. Oh man, I've been waiting for this forever. We've got the diamond pick. Pantheon's demise. Maybe we'll just name all of our diamond stuff. We'll have it themed after Pantheon itself. And it'll be like Pantheon's demise, Pantheon's like booty kicking, Pantheon's like whiny demeanor. I don't know. Just Pantheon this, Pantheon that. Everything Pantheon. Awesome. Okay, so I've got 17. Let's just go ahead and take the whole thing while we're here. You know, the little bit of iron and coal doesn't really matter. I've got tons of iron at this point. So let's just look for any more diamonds. Looks like I got them all. Yeah, I don't see any more. All right, let's get out of here. And like previous sort of victory runs, I'm going to do an uncut run back to intersection 4 and the Victory Monument, where we will make a block of diamond. Oh, let's have a potion of speed. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, turbo mode. The music disc 11 was already in the record player. But it turned on when I took it off. That's weird. The hint said it's hiding in plain sight, so it looks like it was already in there. So that's one less record to look for. That's the creepy record, I guess. All right, anyway. Back to the monument. We came, we saw, we conquered. We have the diamond block. We still have a lot to do in that area, though. So we will be heading back in there, and then we've got Amlup's area, which is also in intersection 5, and then beyond that, Vex's area. So still a ton to be done. Bam! There's the last metal block. We have, let's go take a brief look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more wools, and 1, 2, 3, 3 more records. So 7 more things to find, and we shall have conquered Pantheon. All right, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, sheep.